Okay, hello guys. So this is my try on an English voiceover of the video about how to beat Darth Malak teams with Commander Luke Skywalker. I'm gonna do my best to tell you all I can without fucking up my English too much. So here we go. I don't know anything about editing, so don't expect to have the sound of the game. So the only important tool to really mod well is Commander Luke Skywalker. You want to have him as fast as you can. So mine is at 316 speed. So the basic idea of the team is you will be able to beat almost any team as long as your CLS speed is equal to 95% plus 1 of the fastest tune on the opposing team. So to make it easier for everyone with round counts, if the higher speed of the opposing team is 300, which is also a terrible movie, and that will make you need to have your CLS at 286 speed. Do the math, it works. So mine being at 216, I can attack almost anything. I can attack anything as long as the max speed of the opposing team is 331. Also, you absolutely want CLS to have guard. That's really important. It's not so hard considering the general health and protection of the tunes in the team. But well, for me it was a bit tricky. It can be if you fuck up like your primaries and such. So yeah, be very careful when you start to be sure that CLS is the one who will be getting guard with Chewie, so who has the lowest health and protection total of the team. That's really not that hard. So yeah, and emphasis really on speed. Be very careful. Don't attack a team that has more speed that you can chew on. Do the math every time and check the speed of everyone. Sometimes Revan is not the fastest, sometimes it's Malak, sometimes it's Bastila, and then give him as much offense as you can, while having him being fast and being low enough in tankiness, making tanky enough down. So he will be my first gear 13 because of the speed it gets, and it will allow me to fight higher speeds on Malak teams. So next, Chewie. So you can see that Chewie, I missed the gear 2+5 piece. So he could be really higher in damage and in stats all around. I usually don't mod it that way before I play him with some tenacity mods because Days of Stun Chewie is useless. But you really want him to have enough damage right now, so you'll be able to wipe Bastila really early. You want Bastila going really fast, you don't want her to take a turn, and you want HK to die really fast too. Other than that, speed is just fine. You can get to that speed really easily if you have the gear 12+5 pieces. Just go classic and try to have a bit of damage on him too. I don't have that much, so you really shouldn't have a hard time. Solo, same thing. I don't have any of the gear 12+5 pieces, so again, a lot of room for improvement. He will also be a good G13 character. So the speed isn't really that great, so you can really have it be in this range if you have the gear 12+5 pieces, really easy. He has a bit of potency because my mods are sorted this way. I don't really have any good circles that don't have potency on them, so there's that. I kind of have to have potency on the guy, even if you want the potency to be as low as possible, and also you want, of course, a big attack number. This is too low, I think, but you will get bigger with the gear. Yeah. So after that, there is a 3PO, and as you can see, my 3PO has only 5 stars, and my 3PO doesn't have his Zeta. So the Zeta really helps, I think. So that will be my next Zeta. because it will put 2 more debuffs down on the opposing team, so that's more chances that you get resisted, so that's more turn meter for Solo and Chewie, so that makes for less RNG. Then you can see I didn't upgrade Cyborg Relations, and I don't think I will as long as I use the team this way, because it gives potency to the rebels, and you don't want them to have potency. Simple as that. If you have it upped already, be sure you don't put any potency on your mods, because that would be too much. So his moddings aren't good. I would like him to be at 265 speed. He's a bit too low for my taste now, but I have to go this way because I don't have good enough mods to make him that fast without taking guard. Because if I give him anything else, I'm forced to give him other primaries than protection, and if I do so, because he's 5 stars, he would get guard, and you don't want that. You really want CLS to have guard. Also, don't give him potency. You can see that I don't have potency on him. That's not because of the star or anything. That's because you also want his debuff to get resistant from time to time to get more turn meter. And then on Throne, so you can see that I don't have the gear neither. I don't have the Zeta. But it works just fine too. So yeah, the primaries are pretty bad because 3PO took the best mods they could get. I like the Tenacity mod, Tenacity Cross on Tran, especially if you Tran, I don't know, especially if you don't have the Zeta, because Tenacity on him is really good. 294 speed is plenty enough. You really don't need to go any higher. He will get enough turn meter from CLS and from the other rebels, and if you have him too fast, he might let go of Fracture too early, so that could be an issue, especially with Malak. You could get stuck. So yeah, it's not a huge liability if you get him higher, but really you don't need to. So this is my shard, and this is well, this is a guildie, but it's also the best, probably the best team in the shard for now. So yeah, his speed isn't really high on Dark Raven. That's 322. So it could be 331, and that would be the exact same. So really no difference here. So he has a Raven a bit lower because his Malak is at 323 speed. Yeah, so there is that, and 180k health. Yeah, sure, of course. I mean, that's a balanced character, right? Yeah, also it hurts like hell. Yeah, balanced character. And also his Basia has 317 speed, so that's pretty high too, more than 100,000 HP. Yeah, sure. So the three of them have more speed than CLS. Then you got HK, so HK also has some good speed and some really good damage. Don't forget that HK has 50% more tenacity on passive, so he's the one with the higher tenacity on the team. And also, if he's gear 13, he also have 11% more tenacity. So a gear 13 HK kind of helps you, you know, in the grand scheme of things, because you have more chances to get a resist on Solo's first debuffs. And then, yeah, a Sith Trooper is like a Sith Trooper, you know, standard things. So yeah, here we go into the battle. So you want to target HK-47 first, because he's usually the guy with the highest tenacity in the team, except Malak, and you really don't want to hit Malak. You can check, sometimes the Trooper will be the one with the higher tenacity. That's only if they choose to mod him this way. So most of the time, just go for HK. And that will trigger exposes from 3PO, and they get resisted, and you get turn meter. So both could pass, because, you know, there is always a 15% chance that you don't get resisted, but that's 2 exposes is going to try to apply, so that's 1 on 225. I got the resist, so it's fine. Then you can also lose the game if the first CLS special gets dodged. Happened to me sometimes. It sucks. Don't use the second special yet, you will see why. So this didn't get dodged, so that's okay. So at this point, if this happened this way, you kind of already won. I mean, it can still fuck up, but there is a really, really low chance that it happens. As long as this happens this way, so you pass the 1 on 225 chance to not get resisted by HK, then the 1 on 50 chance to not be dodged by the Seed Trooper, you're pretty much good to go as long as your Mulligan is 5. So then, your first target is of course Bastila, because if she plays, you lose basically. Corrupted Battle Meditation just fuck up your turn order. So 3PO is fast enough that the turn meter he gained makes him play right now. So you want to call Han Solo, because Chewie would just get 1 dodge away. And then you just want to kill her. So don't, you see that I use the second special from Chewie there? Don't use the AoE. Don't be an idiot, because if you hit Malak and crit, you're stuck. So it could have worked right there, because you see that Throne kind of plays right now, so it could have worked, but Chewie would be scared, so he wouldn't assist anymore, and people wouldn't die. So yeah, Throne kind of plays now. So it will be kind of random, because of the TM gain. The 3 of them kind of will play in random turns sometimes. So just swap to someone with full turn meter, if you can, and then keep on blasting at Bastila. Easy enough. So yeah, she will die quickly. So Throne wants to play again, so I know that Solo has 100% turn meter anyway, so I'm just gonna Fracture Malak. Always Fracture Malak. If no one is about to play, don't swap, just Fracture Malak. He's your biggest problem. You don't want him alive. And Bastila is gone, so no, that should be a really easy fight. Now just kill HK, because both Seed Trooper and Revan will just, die by their own because of of this kind of thing happening. Retribution, sorry, was hard. And now CLS plays again because of TM gain, and he has the second special, so you get an assist, and he gets shocks off, because shock sucks. And, well, how do you know? HK is pretty frail, so he just dies. Now, basically, 3PO is only there to apply more debuffs, so here he goes. So Fracture is off, and that's a bit early. So you see, I might even try to get Throne to be just a bit slower. But that's okay. So I don't really want to hit Revan right now, because that would trigger Drain from Malak. So I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, you want to try to avert that. If you get the first Drain while he's still in Fracture, that's awesome. So Trooper just dies, so yeah, that happens. So I kind of have to kill Revan now, because if I go on Malak, I can get stuck, and I don't want that. So yeah, Malak aims very well. He sees someone he can kill, he kills it. Yeah, happens. That's really not a big deal, because now you can just finish off Revan. Here you go. And then, well, it's kind of ideal. I mean, we are all alive, except Thrawn, of course, and, well, he's all alone. So this is a very tough Malak. He has, as I said, he has like 180k health, so that's really high, and he has really good speed. So he's able to do a lot of stuff. But since Revan is dead, you can stun him sometimes. You have Tenacity down, so it will happen. And, well, he doesn't really have enough to just, like, chew through, because of Fracture, he didn't get to play enough. And so, you see, he just gets his third stack. So it doesn't hurt that much. And you just put, protection primaries. So, yeah, you're tanky enough that you just don't die right away. So, yeah. It's a Malak you have to kill. That's boring, but it works. And you can just use it this way. So even if you use it in Green Arena, well, that's just Malak. And yeah, see, he used the Drain right here on Solo, and he gained no HP, because they have a pretty low health anyway. So here you go, and voila, as I would say. That's not really that hard. And as you could see, I'm really low in both gear and kind of mods. My mods are good, but they are not godlike, and the speeds aren't that great. So just really be sure that you get the turn order right, and be sure that you don't try to chew on too big of a team. Really check out the speeds before you attack, and also check out the tenacity. You never know. If maybe Trooper has a higher tenacity. Never blast Bastila first, you would just give her speed, so that would be bad. But yeah, there is that. So I did that to help, because when I was giving the French video, to you English guys on Discord. Well, of course, I mean, I don't think if my English is that good, but it's still better for you to understand what I'm saying than filthy French. So yeah, if you want me to keep doing this, I might just do that. So anyway, have a great day, and here you go. Go beat some Malaks.